like you dancing
like da 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 da.
if you know what I mean.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be doing a halter tutorial. This is an example of a standard halter which you can make to fit all model horses. Materials you will need are 3mm ribbon, some thin wire, hot glue gun, small pliers, some small scissors, 4 small jump rings, and lastly a model horse. Okay, so first thing you want to do is roughly measure your ribbon around your horse's nose, making sure to cut off a little bit extra to leave room to wrap around the jump ring. Then what you want to do is grab your jump ring and thread it through the ribbon like this. Then what you want to do is dab a tiny bit of hot glue just there. Then from here you're going to want to cut off any extra hot glue which have squirted out from the sides. And then you want to repeat this step on this side. So after you've done that, it should look something like this. You want to double check that it fits around your horse's nose like this. Then what you want to do is cut a pretty long piece of ribbon for up the side piece. Then you're going to want to hot glue this piece of ribbon straight up like this. Then what you want to do is measure it around your horse's nose and roughly cut it when it's just above its eye, making sure to leave a little bit extra for it to fold over the jump ring. After you've done that, you want to attach another jump ring around the top of this ribbon. You want to have it look like something similar to this. Also, making sure that every single time you glue down a jump ring, that all the tabs are facing on the inside. Next, you're going to want to repeat this step exactly the same on the opposite side. You're going to want to have it look like something like this. Next, we're going to make the rest of the noseband. You're going to want to cut a pretty long piece of ribbon. Then you're going to want to thread this piece of ribbon through one of the bottom jump rings. Then you just want to add a little bit of hot glue. It should look something like this. Then you're going to want to take the end of the ribbon and thread it through the other jump ring. Something like this. Then, with your model, you're going to want to put it around its nose and pull it tight. Then you want to cut a little bit of excess bits off. After you measured roughly where it should be, take it off, and then you're going to want to cut that excess bit off. After you've done that, you want to wrap it around but on the opposite side, so all the tabs are facing the outside. Don't worry because we can inside it out at the end. Then you want to thread it through the other jump ring and then put a tiny bit of hot glue on this end. Then after you've done that, it should look something like this. Then, while it is still inside out, you want to take your model and make sure that it fits. If it's too loose or too tight, undo one of the tabs and try to re-glue it. Now we are going to make the chin strap. You are going to want an even longer piece of ribbon than last time. Then you're going to want to thread it through one of the top jump rings, like this, and then glue the tab, making sure that the tab's on the outside this time. Once you've done that, you're going to want to slip it back on your model, and then taking the bottom piece of ribbon and wrapping it around and roughly cut in where it would fit, making sure to leave a little bit extra. After you've done that, take it off your model and leave it through the jump ring again. Then you just want to place a little bit of hot glue on that tab. After you've done this, you can now go ahead and inside out your halter. Once you've done that, all the tabs should be on the inside. You should have a nice clean look on the outside. Now we are going to make the buckle. For this, you're going to want to cut a pretty long piece of wire. There are many ways of making buckles, but this is the type I choose. So first, with your pliers, you're going to want to pinch it and turn it so it's like a right degree angle. Then you want to pinch that again and turn it up. So you have something like this. And after that, you're going to want to pinch half of that and turn that straight through the middle. Then after that, you're going to want to squeeze it down so it sticks. Then after you have a shape like this, you want to pinch halfway there and turn it up. Then you're going to want to pinch here and turn it up so it overlaps over this one. And then you're going to want to squeeze the whole buckle under your pliers to make it nice and flat. Now it is okay if the wire overlaps a bit. I'm not perfect at making buckles and it is quite difficult. Then what you want to do is just cut off the extra bit of wire. And there is a really simple buckle. Now after you've done that, you're going to want to take your ribbon and cut not too small of an amount, but pretty long piece of ribbon. Something around about this length. Then you're going to want to take your buckle and thread the ribbon through here. Like this. And then you're going to want to thread the end of the ribbon back through here, like this, until it's like a little loop. And you have something that looks like this. And then you're going to want to place a little bit of hot glue there and squish it back on this. You should have something that looks like this. Now, we are almost done. You're going to want to take that little extra bit and thread it through this top jump ring. Then, with the extra bit of ribbon, you're going to want to put a tiny bit of hot glue and press it across the back like this. Your halters should look something like this. Now, for the last piece of ribbon, you're going to want to cut a pretty long piece of ribbon. Now with your piece of ribbon, you're going to want to thread it through the top jump ring, like this, and put a dab of hot glue there and fold it back over like this. Now, you want to grab your model hooks and thread it back through. You're going to want to thread the piece of ribbon through the buckle. Once it is threaded through, you might have a lot of excess ribbon. You're just gonna want to trim it. Now lastly, you're going to want to put a little bit of hot glue at the end of your ribbon so it doesn't fray. And then you're done. You have made a pretty simple halter. Now I make these halters for most of my Schleich horses and also some of my briars. If you'd like a tutorial of how to do more complicated halters, please comment that down below. Be sure to check out my Instagram at ps_Schleich. And be sure to like, comment and subscribe. And until then, I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Bye!